Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life. A Slice of Life. I'm going to be reading to you something that happened today. I watched something that stopped me. Four people in a small space traveled farther than any human before them, and they came back. Yes, I'm talking about the moon mission. I watched something that stopped me. Four people in a small space. Traveled farther than any human before them. And they came back. Oh my God, they came back. Thank you. They showed the earth small, quiet, floating. Did you see when you look back and you saw the earth? Have you thought about that just sitting there? Sitting in what? How did it get to be an earth sitting there? We all own it. It's going around, it's spinning, it's rotating, and it's tilting. It's spinning, it's moving fast around because it has to move to make it has to go around. It has to go around. It takes 365 and 24. All right? And it's spinning. And while it's spinning, it's rotating. And then it tilts. What is it, 4 times a year? That's amazing. And they went and saw that, looking back, looking back. So, and they showed the moon. The moon was distant, unknown, unforgiving. The earth was small, quiet, floating. The moon was distant, unknown, unforgiving. We don't know what all of the craters are. We know that they say, it's been said. It's been said that we went to the moon. Mm-hmm. And I thought, why would anyone want to go up there? But you know, it'd be fascinating to look back at that sphere just sitting there. And others are sitting there. You look at the star. Who put that just sitting there? We're sitting on something that appeared somewhere. How did that mass get to be that mass? You see? And it rotates. And it spins. And it tilts. That's some faith. What they did was faith. Now you may not think of it as faith, but why would anyone want to go? Why would you leave what you know for something you've never seen? Why would you leave what you know for something you've never seen? Have you ever left what you knew to go to something you didn't know, something you've never seen? Yeah, you've done that. You've traveled. You've done promotions. You worked, got promoted. You travel places you've never been. It takes courage. Come on, Wiz. It takes courage. You need courage. And it hit me. That's what life is all about. That's what life asks you. Life asks you to go somewhere. Think about that now. Life asks you to go somewhere you've never been before. What are you talking about, Georgia? Every year you're on the earth is a year you haven't had before. You've never been 40 because you're 33. So you don't know what 40 feels like. You've never been 50 because you're 45. You've never been 60 because you're 53, 57. You've never been 70 because you're 67. You've never been 80 because you're 75. What are those experiences that take you to the next level? Each one of us had to take a journey. We're on a journey now. And it's been a journey with no map. Remember the first time they put that baby in your arms? You said, oh, my little baby. And then it starts coughing and sneezing, and you have to check urinating and defecating and screaming and hollering, and stuff happens. You don't have a map. You're just a mama. You're a mom. That's what they said. We're mamas. Whatever, mom, okay. You get that baby, there's no map. There's no journal that comes when they put the baby in your arms. What's life? They tell you to go to kindergarten. There's no map. You just go do what somebody says. Then you come to your own by 12 years old. You're like, what? Then you want to be grown. There's no map though on how to be grown. You go off to college, there's no map. Nothing. We take a journey with no map. We take a journey We've had to take a journey with uncertainty. I know I've had a number. When they would say, you're getting ready to have surgery, I've had so much surgery over the years. What about that? When I count backwards, I don't know if I'm going to wake up to be able to count forward. You know how to put that over your nose and say, count backwards. You're out. There's no proof of the pudding. Because you're making the pudding. You are the pudding. You are the pudding. So I was very much intrigued with them coming back to Earth today. I was very happy. They had gone all the way around the back of the moon, come back forward. They were on a journey. There was a map, there was support for them, but we don't have that. But we do have faith. We have prayer. We have each other. If we would just use each other, think how far though we would be, further we would be, if we would just use each other. God, not use each other to like, I'm going to use you to get what I want, but I got a talent, you got a talent. I got a talent, you got a talent. Mm-hmm. I got $1, you got $1. I got an idea, you got an idea. Merge them together, put them together, collaborate, and move forward. But you don't want to move forward with anybody because you want your own thing. I want to do this by myself. And I got the key. You have the key to mine, I got the key to yours. And so they never go anywhere. Bus never leaves the station. Because the last thing I need, that little thing I need is you. I need you. You need me. Isn't it a song like that? I need you. You need me. Something, something. Da 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 da. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about starting over. When we're starting over, making a decision, letting go, trying again. Starting over, making a decision, letting go, trying again. You got a moon and you got an earth. That's what happened. You got your earth, that's you. And you got to go further. As far as man had ever been, that's what you're on. You got to take yourself there. The help of the Lord, you know you're supposed to go. Go on. What are you waiting for? These people have gone up there and come back. You think they weren't afraid? I don't know. Probably had a little intimidation, a little bit of fear. We all do on something new. Kind of like, I'm going to do it though. It's a resolve that you have. It's a resolve you have to have. You have to make up your mind. The old folks say, oh, I'm one of them. They say you have to have a made-up mind, baby. A made-up mind. When you have a made-up mind. So I had a made-up mind with all the surgeries. I just have to make up my mind. Okay? I have a made-up mind with what I'm doing now. Otherwise, I would be lost. I would be in the bed off the earth by now. If I hadn't made up my mind to continue without the love of my life, to continue without having all the things that I want. I can't just wait. What are you going to do? You can lose time like that. You lose momentum when you get off your journey. And I don't want to lose momentum because my momentum, I think, has I'm on the other side of the mountain. So as much as momentum that I would love to have, I don't know anybody who's lived another 40 years once they make 80. Now back in the day, maybe they did. But realistically, no. So I take every day that I can. My friend, I went to her funeral, was 91. I'm like, godly girl. And she looked good. She's doing well. So I got my moon, I got my earth. You have your moon, you got your earth. Let me keep going. The one thing about this trip that they didn't go alone. It was a whole room of people working 24 hours, monitoring them, monitoring the plane, the capsule, monitoring their bodies, monitoring. And that they had engineers and scientists. They had systems and preparation. And we have the same thing, or we could have. What's your team? You need a team. There's an AI team. I haven't developed my AI team yet. I heard Alicia Little and Myron Golden were together today. An amazing webinar. Oh my God. And we actually could be seen on it. 4,000 people could be seen, and you could actually speak. Can you imagine speaking to Myron Golden and Alicia Little? I couldn't even get it together. I was thinking I had a question, but I put my question in the chat. And I hope they will respond. Somebody will. I don't know. But I do have questions still. But oh my goodness, you got to have preparation. And this whole thing that I'm trying to do, not trying to do, I am doing. I have my own team. I just haven't identified everybody yet, because the team is an AI team. You don't have to have people, because people complain and moan, and then sometimes they discourage you. But you have an AI team, and I need to set up my AI team. They'll do the work. I think Manus I have Manus, which is on my team, but I need to get the rest of my team together. And so I can move forward, so I can say, this is what I need done, and it gets done. And I don't have to worry about whether or not you're tired, whether or not you're going to call me back, whether or not you read my text or not, whether or not you decided, oh, I don't want to deal with that today. A lot of that goes on. But when you have your AI team, you just tell your AI team, and they're going to do it. It's going to get done. So I'm going to work on that, And sometimes we forget that we need what? We need a team. Yeah, I know that. So faith does not mean going alone. It does not. See, it's hard to go alone. But right now, if I don't have anybody to help me or want to help me, or they're too busy or they got tied up, and then it leaves me out here like, wow, I needed them today. Like I needed you today. I need people today. But what is when you need somebody and you can't get them because they got their own agenda, they got the things they have to do. You can't get mad with people about their own agenda, their own time, their own money, their own friends. You can't get mad with people about that. That's why you got God bless the child has got his own, So you need to get you a team. And I have an AI team that I need to develop. Right now, all I have is Manus. Manus is part of the AI tools. So the AI tools become your AI team. And they do the work. You tell them what to do, but you have to be good with your prompts. And I'm good with my prompts. I'm blessed to be good with my prompts. So anyway, so what is life doing? Life is a challenge. It's a burden. It's an unknown moment. And that's what they had. They had a challenge, a burden, and an unknown moment. I'm sure if they're how many thousand miles away. But we have that every day. We have a challenge. We have a challenge all the time. We have a burden and unknown moments. You think A is going on and B is going on. You think you got this locked down and something else. I have a friend that says if it's not a girl, if it's not a boy, if it's not a girl, it's a boy. My pastor, who is now Bishop Davis, used to say, if it's not the refrigerator, it's the stove. It's always something. But you have to be resilient enough to just say, hey, it's always something. I'm preparing you for a journey you didn't know you could take. That's what they did. They made preparation, I understand, it was 10 years. 10 years before they got to the trip. 10-year preparation. How long are you willing to go? Well, golly, I asked the Lord sometime, do you know how long I've been on this earth? I have the right, how dare I ask that? I've been on the earth so long. Am I still in preparation? But I've created a lot. I've done what he asked to do. I still have the music that hasn't been done. And the clothing hasn't been done. I spoke with a lady today. I hadn't spoken with her in a long time. But I spoke with her today. And she makes doll clothes and sells them on Etsy. Isn't that exquisite? That is just exquisite to me. Doll clothes. I think about Felicia Dietrich. Felicia Dietrich. She has the most beautiful crochet clothes. And she's been crocheting for the last 50 years. You haven't seen her things anywhere. She started young, so she may be just turning what? I'm not sure what she's just turning. But guess what? Her knitted clothes are on Beyond the Gates. You stay at it long enough, baby, somebody's going to find you. Stay on your journey, somebody's going to find you. Somebody's going to decide to help you. If you stay there and say, I'm going to do this. You don't have to worry about I stopped worrying about how many people watch. Everybody told me, you don't have enough people viewing you, but the people who view me or viewed me got something from it. I pray. And they may not, and they'll say, I like what you said. But they may not say, I'm going to get my friends to watch. That's what I need for people to do. Get your friends to watch. But it's all right if they watch. One is good. Always remember those who came, who've been with me. The few that have been with me, thank you. Those who are constant or followers, thank you. Those who told other people, you haven't had time to stick with me, but you told other people, thank you. I'm very grateful for my slice of life. I don't know about you, but I'm grateful for my slice of life because it's been a challenge for all of us. They went through, they had to come back. When they came back, when coming back was the worst part, they said, because they had to come through gravity and hope that, and come through the heat. And when they got through the heat and they were able to come, the balloon was able to open, and they were able to float down. Man, there's a whole lot of symbolism there. Coming through the heat and surviving. How about you? Are you surviving? We have to survive all of this. You ask God to help you walk the way, walk the talk, talk the walk. Because then you know what you'll know. Because now I had to think about it. They went farther. They did. FAR. They went farther than any other human being in the world. What is something to say? They never thought it was possible. And guess what? You too. I too. I have gone farther than my parents, and they did well. And I can't say I did father my mother for money. But I can say I've gone farther. Just this right here. Books, concepts, speeches, films, documentaries, movies, creativity, music. You see, I've gone farther. And you have too. But guess what? You're not at the end of the journey because you're still here. You're still here, which means you still got somewhere to go. So there's another step. You're going to go farther than you ever gone before. You're going to be just like those 4 astronauts that came down today. They will have the same thing in common with you. You're going to have the same thing in common with them. They have gone farther than any human being in history. And you too, baby. You too, every day. You will go farther. You already are farther than you ever been. To God we give the glory. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.